I used to think transition was just like a difference in what you were doing, but I feel like now I think of it more as like a mental shift to like be able to see things differently that you couldn't before.
The act of changing, the act of getting prepared for a change.
I feel like transition means that you've started somewhere and that you've made kind of like a decision to not be in that place anymore.
Huge change in your life.
Yeah, over the course of the last couple of months, I definitely am very hyper aware that a lot of things are changing.
I guess it means switching from one state of brain chemistry to another state of brain chemistry.
So I moved to America when I was like 6 years old, and that was a transition just because coming from like the Middle East, it's so different here that it's a lot of getting used to.
Realizing I was like very unhappy and that I wasn't taking that seriously, that I was just like, well, I don't have like real problems. I was like, if I'm unhappy, that's my fault. Like I'm just not trying hard enough to like be happy.
Like I'm very prone to just like giving all that I have to give and not expecting anything in return.
Transitioning from being in a place of body negativity and kind of hatred is a strong word, but like dislike towards my body, and then transitioning into a place of now I would say self-love.
I think it's kind of been a shift in like how I define myself as like a person.
I was like just progressively getting like worse, and I was like feel bad all the time. And then I went on meds, and I was like, is this how everyone feels?
Like I never think about like my own feelings, really. Like I'm just like sort of like thinking about other people's and like how I can help them. And so something I'm working on right now is like, what can I do for me? What can I do for my inner child?
For me personally, what got me really to make that transition was changing what was on my social media.
Social media plays a big part in that. Like I see how like everybody else is just like really enjoying their time at college, and I'm like comparing myself to them because of social media, but I just have to know that like I'm not alone in this.
Other people were adjusting too. Everyone's kind of in the same boat.
Sometimes I talk to other people and I'm like, you're just not getting it. Like you can be super supportive, but I'm still like, there's like a disconnect.
I don't think I'm afraid of change. Sometimes I want to change like too much.
I think there is a moment where you do decide to start making something different in your life, and that's when the transition starts, but I don't think I ever realized that until afterward when I was on the other side.
It's less that the person has changed, it's just like everything else around the person is different.
My transition with like body positivity and stuff is never gonna be fully over. You're gonna look different like throughout your life, and I think if I go through changes like physically, I will have to constantly remind myself that like this isn't what matters.
Try to do things out of my comfort zone. I'm here to like grow from it, and that's like why I came out here, because I wanted a different lifestyle and everything.
How do I feel about transitions, like in general?
Yeah.
I think they're positive. All the ones that I've experienced.
Make me feel uncomfortable.
Uncertain, scared, terrified, hate it, love it, I don't know.
And I am glad that I've kind of gone through this transition like at a younger age. I kind of know how to deal with it now and know like how my brain works in that sense, and like I'm glad that I feel like able to like handle those challenges like later on.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. That was so great. Thank you.